Hello and welcome to Bill and Ted's Wildlife Adventures Part 2. We're going to dissect something very interesting, but first of all, look at this. Ted, he's sitting down relaxing, slacker. Alright, we'll move into our dissection now. So we're going to take a look at phylum Chordata and the class Chondrichthyes. An important notable item of the class Chondrichthyes is that they're cartilaginous here. No fully ossified bone exists in this wonderful animal, and we can take a look at the cross section here. Look at so just like a typical spinal column, but it's very flexible, very flexible. Okay, and then the nerve cord is actually right down there. That's another notable part. Okay. All right. In addition to that, let's take a look at some more external anatomy on this wonderful shark here. Okay, so first of all, let's start at the top anteriorly. He's got his compound eye with the nostrils. He's got the mouth there. Moving down, we have the gill slits. We also have the pectoral fins, the pelvic fins, the heterocercal, which is a type of caudal fin, and then the dorsal fin right here. And then this particular shark actually has the posterior dorsal fin in addition to the main dorsal fin. All right, so very good. And take a look at his skin and notice it is, now it's difficult to see on the video, but it's very rough, something that's very common for these wonderful sharks. Now coming into the internal anatomy, let's see what we find here. So a very noteworthy portion of the internal anatomy of this shark here is the size of the liver. The size of the liver is very large because what they do is they store excess fats and oils in their livers to help with buoyancy. Sharks do not have a swim bladder in order to help keep them buoyant, so thus the large liver helps with that. Moving on, we have the cardiac region of the stomach here, and then we have the pyloric region of the stomach here, and then right anterior to that, or excuse me, posterior to that, we have the spleen. And then next to the spleen, we have the wonderful pancreas. It is a non-hollow organ, so when you kind of poke it, it's firm. And then right below all of that, we have the spiral gland, or just the section of the intestines. And it looks like he ended up prolapsing part of his intestines during the preservation time. So there it is. Look at this. And typically, now if he was an animal or a human, we could try to do some manual, maneuvers in order to put the intestine back in. But since our friend unfortunately is dead, we won't worry about that. Now also that's important is the anal gland. It looks like a little earthworm right here. Maybe it was an earthworm at one time. We don't really know. But here we go, right there. And then moving back, actually another noteworthy thing, more anteriorly, is the gallbladder. You can see a section of it right here. Ours is kind of deflated, but definitely noteworthy. Everybody needs gallbladders. In addition to that, we have the heart here, 3-chambered heart in sharks. And then moving more into the respiratory system, like externally we did take a look at the gill slits, but then now we have the gill rakes, and then we have the gills themselves right here. So very good. We've taken a look at some external and internal anatomy of our wonderful phylum Chordata, class Chondrichthyes, and he says bye-bye.